So there are two accounts that are a must if you have a special need child. One is an ABLE account. Two is a special need trust, because you can open an account with that special need trust once you set it up. Those two things can determine your child's future. So today we're going to talk about opening an ABLE account for your special need child. Like I said, at the beginning of the year, these are two topics, special need trust and ABLE account, that I'm going to be repeating, because parents need to know that if you leave your child $2,000 or more and it's not in an ABLE account or a special need trust, they will take away SSI and Medicaid from your child. $2,000 or more. Let that sink in for a second. So let's get to the video. Hey special family, welcome back to another video. I appreciate you guys. I like having you here, and I like bringing your attention to certain things that can benefit us as special need families. If you're new here, hi, I'm Autism Mom, and on this channel we talk about autism and everything in between. If you'd like to be part of the family, click that subscribe button and hit the notification bell. Now that you've taken 1 second out of your time to do that, yes, subscribe. We're trying to get to 10,000. There is an account that will benefit your special need child. It is called an ABLE account. Let me share my screen with you so we can see what this ABLE account is, how it can benefit your special need child, and why you should have it. Before we do that, I do want to give you a little homework. As a special need parent, I want to give you a little homework, and if you finish the homework, comment below so I know that you took time out of your busy week to get this done. Check your checking, savings, Roth, 401k, any financial account that you have. Check the beneficiary section. Make sure your special need child is not the beneficiary. If your special need child is the beneficiary, remove them. Because if you leave them $2,000 or more, they will not receive SSI or Medicaid. And I'm pretty sure you're not leaving them a couple of millions. So unless you're leaving them a couple of millions, you can leave them on there. But if you're not leaving them a couple of millions, that money won't last them for long. These kids need SSI and Medicaid for the rest of their lives. So go through all your accounts, check the beneficiary section, remove your special need child, put your other kids, and the part that goes to your special need child. Let's say you have 4 kids. You put 1/4 for each child, and the one that goes to the special need child, you don't put the special need child's name. That's why it's important to have a special need trust. You put the name of the special need trust. So if you die, that money doesn't go to the child directly. It goes into the trust. And what happens with the money in the trust or the ABLE account? It cannot be taxed. Uncle Sam cannot see that as an income. So your child can have SSA, Medicaid, and that money you left them all together. So that's your homework. Go remove your child as a beneficiary. And if you have a special need trust, put your special need trust as the beneficiary to these accounts. All right, let's go to the screen and show you what this ABLE account is. Hey special family, so I'm going to show you what the need is of an ABLE account, and I'm taking it from the horse's mouth, and this is from the IRS YouTube channel itself. So this is their explanation of what an ABLE account is.
Achieving a better life experience, or ABLE accounts. Hi, I'm Risa, and I work for the Internal Revenue Service. Were you born with a disability? Or did you become disabled before you turned 26 years old? If so, you could be eligible for an ABLE account. An ABLE account allows you, as a designated beneficiary, to save money and get tax-free earnings to pay for disability-related expenses, such as personal support services, housing, education, and transportation. You and others can put up to $15,000 a year into your ABLE account. These contributions can include funds rolled over from certain 529 plans. Also, if you have a disability and work, you may be eligible to add even more money to your account annually. What's more, you can get up to a $2,000 tax credit for the money you put into your ABLE account, which could reduce your tax bill. For more details, go to irs.gov/tax reform. Then click Individuals. Scroll down to Savings Plans, then click ABLE Savings Accounts. And if you find this video helpful, please share it. Thank you.
All right, guys. So that was from the IRS YouTube channel itself. They didn't give all the way the details, but you know me, I'm going to dive deep. So what is this ABLE account? This is from the ablenrc.org website, which I will put a link below. And an ABLE account allows eligible individuals to accumulate more than $2,000 in assets. Remember that $2,000 I told you about that they will cut your child off for, without losing federal funded means tested benefits. This includes SSI and Medicaid. Funds in an ABLE account are not taken into consideration when determining eligibility for these types of programs. So if you have an ABLE account and you have more than $2,000 in there, they cannot consider it income or that you have money. It's not considered income. So you will still be eligible for Medicaid and SSI. So we're going to breeze through that. We're not going to read everything, but the most important things. ABLE account holders who receive SSI benefits will continue to receive their SSI payment until their ABLE account, combined with non-ABLE resources, exceeds $100,000. So in your ABLE account, you can have up to $100,000. If you have more than $100,000, they won't cut it off, but they will suspend it until the balance decrease below 100,000 or 100,000. So when you're over 100,000 and you need some supplies, that's a good time to take the money that's on the top and buy the supplies that you need. Although SSI benefits may be suspended, they don't cut it off. They just suspend it until you lower the amount. Medicaid benefits remain intact. You'll still have Medicaid. Since the annual contribution limit to ABLE account is $16,000, so if you're not working and your child is still a minor, you can contribute up to $16,000 into their ABLE account yearly. And if the special need person is working, has a job, they can contribute more than $16,000. It will take quite some time for ABLE account owners to accumulate enough savings to approach $100,000. There we get. So how many ABLE accounts can a person have? One. You cannot have more than one. Who can contribute to the ABLE account? Anyone can contribute. If your child's birthday is coming up, don't ask these people for gifts and buy them this, buy them that. Give them the ABLE account number. Deposit money for him in there. He can really use that. Does a person need to wait for his state to launch a program? No. There are 40 states that have the ABLE account program, and you can open an ABLE account in any state. It doesn't have to be your home state. How many ABLE programs are there? The first ABLE program was launched in June 2016. Since that, over 40 states have them, like I said. Okay, let's go to the fast facts of this page. Deposits into ABLE accounts are not allowed to exceed $15,000 in any given tax year. Well, it's 2022. They've updated it to $16,000 now. ABLE account owners who are working may be able to contribute more. Yes, you are allowed to open an ABLE account outside your state of residency, and over 40 states have launched ABLE accounts. My ABLE account is outside my state of residency because I checked their website. It looks sketchy to me. I couldn't trust it. And I have accounts with Fidelity. And when I learned that Fidelity had an ABLE account program, I asked them if I can open one with them. All I had to do is send them. Remember when I told you, keep a copy of your child diagnosis on your desktop. Everybody wants it. I had to send them a copy of his diagnosis, and then they helped me open an account, walk me through it. So make sure you have that diagnosis handy. Okay, so now we're going to go to what can funds in an ABLE account be used for? Funds in an ABLE account are meant to be used to offset the costs associated with living with a disability. Funds are meant to assist a person in the purchase of items and services that are covered as QDEs. So let's say your child lives in a special need group home, and Medicaid covers housing and food stamp. Medicaid and SSI cover housing and food stamp, but your child maybe needs a communication device because it broke or whatever. That's when the ABLE account come in. You want to take your child on a vacation, you want to buy his ticket, the ABLE account can cover those expenses. What are qualified disability expenses? That's what QDE stands for. Any expense related to the account owner's blindness or disability that assists them in increasing or maintaining their health independence and quality of life. These may include education, housing, transportation, employment training and support, assistive technology, personal support services, and healthcare expenses. Who makes sure that ABLE funds are being used appropriately? The good old IRS. Make sure that you use it correctly. Should I keep records of qualified disability expenses paid for by my ABLE account? Yes, you should keep the receipts, because IRS can come knocking on your door at any time and ask to see the receipts. They track your spending online. What happens if I spend ABLE funds on non-qualified expense? You never, ever, ever want to do that, because it's important to keep in mind that misuse of the funds in an ABLE account may result in penalties and may affect your special need child's eligibility for SSI and Medicaid. So if I were you, don't even think about it. Here are the fast facts. ABLE funds must be used for qualified disability expenses, nothing else. The IRS is responsible for making sure you use those funds wisely and correctly. Misuse of the funds will result in tax penalties and may affect the account owner eligibility for SSI and Medicaid. So keep that in mind, please. Does simply having a disability qualify you to have an ABLE account? No, it doesn't. In fact, there are two requirements that must be met before a person can be allowed to have an ABLE account. What are the criteria? Individuals with disability with an age of onset of disability before turning 26 of age. So Ramsey has autism. He's 10. He's not 26 yet. He can have an ABLE account. If you meet this criteria and you're already receiving SSI, you are automatically eligible to establish an ABLE account. And do remember, when you open this ABLE account, they do contact SSI and tell them you have an ABLE account. You then have to provide SSI with the ABLE account information so that they know that this child has an ABLE account. Just keep that in mind. If you are not a recipient of SSI but still meet the age of onset disability requirement, you could still be eligible to open an ABLE account if you meet Social Security definition and criteria regarding functional limitation and receive a letter or certification from a licensed doctor or osteopathy, a doctor of dental surgery or dental medicine, and for some purposes, a doctor of podiatric medicine or optometry or chiropractor. So basically they're saying you need a letter from a doctor and a letter from SSI stating that you're qualified to open this account. Can I open an ABLE account even if I'm older than 26? You can be over 26 to open the account, but the disabling condition must have occurred before your 26th birthday, not after. Can I open an ABLE account if I'm not currently receiving SSI and Social Security? If you're not receiving it but still meets the age of onset disability requirement, you could still be eligible to open an ABLE account. So, what are the fast facts? An ABLE eligible individual is only allowed to have one ABLE account. if you meet the eligibility requirements, you can open an ABLE account at any age. You may be eligible to open an ABLE account if you are not receiving supplement SSI. Not every individual with a disability is qualified to open an ABLE account. These are things you need to take into consideration. Now, so let's say you want to see if your state has an account. There's a tool in here. You'll go to Get Started. Then you go to how do I open my account? Or use the 3-state comparison to, this one, search by ABLE program features. So this is how I checked mines. You get a debit card from them. I'll show you which states have tax deduction, which are FDIC insured. I don't play when it comes to that. And withdrawal rules, that they check the withdrawal rules. So Illinois has tax deduction. Arkansas has tax deductions. Iowa, Kansas, Maryland, Michigan, Mississippi, Montana, Nebraska, Ohio, Pennsylvania, Virginia, they all have tax deductions. Not every state has tax deduction. So if you can click on learn more, and it'll take you to, I think, your state website, if I'm not mistaken. I didn't like the way mines look. You see, mines is called Georgia Stable. I'm just going to show you what mines look like. See, and this is the new year. You can put 16,000 this year. And I think that's amazing. They upped it with $1,000. But let me show you what the program in my state looked like. And I thought it was a little sketchy, so I went with Fidelity because I love Fidelity. I trust Fidelity. And this didn't look appetizing to me. It looked like a scam. So I was like, yeah, no, this is what it looked like. Like, yeah. It looked kind of sketchy. So remember, if your child is not working, you can put 16,000. But if the special need person does have a job, you can put an additional 12,800 on top of that 16,000. So this is a awesome way of building wealth for your special need child. I'm just saying, if you don't have the special need trust yet, the ABLE account is a good way to go. But I didn't feel safe with this, so it's a no. But if you guys want, I'll put the link to this one in the description below if you want to use it, but it's a no for me. All right, so now we'll look at the states that do have this program. The ones in gray indicate inactive programs. So that's Idaho, North Dakota, South Dakota, and Wisconsin. All the rest of the state do participate in the ABLE program, and you can open an account. I live in Georgia. My account is, I think, with Michigan, because Fidelity works with Michigan program. So I think it's Michigan. And now we go to, will I be asked to choose an investment option when I open my ABLE account? Yes, you will be asked to choose an investment option. I think there are 4 options, and it kind of looks something like this. Okay, so once you're opening the account, all of a sudden you'll see something like this. Pick an investment option. As you guys know, when it comes to the market, I take risk. I don't know if you're able to take risk. But if you choose the ABLE conservative, 80% will be bond, 20% will be stocks. You can imagine that growth will be slow. But you'll be very conservative, and you won't have a big swing. There's a small amount of risk. Then you have ABLE moderate, 50% stock and 50% bonds. It's a medium level of risk. And then you have ABLE aggressive, which is the one I chose because Ramsey is 10 years old. He have years and years, and I want him to take all the growth of the market that comes with it. And he has 20% bonds and 80% stock. And this is a higher level of risk and potential for return. And it's designed for a longer investment period. I give him a 10-year period, but so far his ABLE aggressive has been doing pretty good. Okay, now the market is down, so it's a little swinging, but that's the market. It goes up, it goes down, but it always come back. so I don't worry about that. But Ramsey has the able aggressive. So I just wanted to show you guys another way. If you're not there yet with opening the special need trust, open an able account for birthdays. Tell family members and friends, oh, we would appreciate a cash option. Can you just deposit it in his account? Yeah, do it like that. And what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, I think there's a $25 minimum deposit to open the account. Yeah, I think it's a 25 minimum deposit. Yeah, to open the account. But yeah, these are the options you have. And how do you add money? They connect your regular account to your able account, which makes it easier for you to transfer money back and forth. And the fees, they charge $35 annual fees for maintaining your able account. So those are the things that I wanted you to be aware of what an able account is and what the benefit of it is. Look at it as my child can have money that's growing in the background, and SSI and Medicaid do not see it as an income, and they won't touch it, and it's tax free. It's growing tax free. But if you don't do it that way, and you don't need $1 million or whatever to do, you can open it tomorrow. You don't have to wait. But if you don't do it this way with an able account or a special need trust, and you die and you had $50,000 in your 401k, now your poor special need child, how long can a special need child live off $50,000? Not even 4 months. They get therapy 5 times a day, and one therapy every therapy has a copay, and they get 3 types of therapy: ABA, speech, OT. Some of them get physical therapy. That's 4. That $50,000 is not gonna stop a gap. So do it the right way. Get an able account. Make sure your child is secure, and don't leave them out there for the wolves. Because when you die, they're in other hands, not yours. So make sure that they're well taken care of when you're not here anymore. So that was it for today's video, and I'll catch you guys in the next. Bye.